His first fact? The misconception is that German came first and English split off from it when the Anglo-Saxons moved, logically, from Germany to England. For the benefit of all you non-linguists out there, no, that's not how it happened. I can show you a diagram with most of the Germanic languages spoken today, and yes, it is greatly simplified.
Lord Braybrooke is partial to a good English pudding, and the likes of francatelli or soye or gouffé are very good for French dishes, but I often think to Eliza Acton for Lord Braybrooke's favourites. A good cook should always keep a notebook. I started this when I was in Langley Hall in Norfolk. I'm always telling the maids that to work well in a kitchen, you need to have good instincts,
and busy and you don't know how to best improve your English? In this episode, I'll show you a specific daily routine that makes it feel easy to practice English every day. Hi, I'm your English coach, Christina, and welcome to Speak English with Christina, the best place to become confident speaking business English step by step. And this is lesson 2 of our special mini-series, Get Off the Intermediate Plateau with Virtual Immersion. Now, to get off of the intermediate plateau and to get you to a more advanced, let's see if we can jumpstart your English habits and help you learn a few business English phrasal verbs over the next 6 days. You want to try this challenge with me? Hi, I'm your English coach, Christina, and welcome to Speak English with Christina, the best place to become confident in business English step by step. Last time we talked about creating a good environment that makes it easy to become confident in English, and we started with the 2-minute rule to see that yes, you can do English every day.
With you that are going to help you in your everyday English conversations. Knowing them will help you to understand English speakers. Using them will help you to sound more natural and more relaxed when you speak. And practicing with me today will really help you to level up your conversation skills. Now, there are a lot of videos about phrasal verbs here on my channel, but this video is a quiz that's going to test how well you know these phrasal verbs. I've got 13 to test you on, and they are going to get more and more advanced as we go through the quiz.
To it come Arab camel and English ox, cuttlefish and crawling caucus. In it, the Indian indigo lies next to the madder of France, and the gaudy vermilion of China brightens the mummy of Egypt. But to this description, we can add, the stolen and violated mummy of Egypt lies next to the slave-produced Indian indigo and the appropriated crawling cochineal beetle. This just exemplifies how so many artist materials come from all over the world and have derived from the exploitation of people.
This was when an English engineer named Richard Browning saw the opportunity to create a new kind of lightweight jetpack. In addition to a single engine strapped to the back, this so-called jet suit involved a pair of micro-engines on each arm to split and balance the thrust. Working with the back engine, these provided 3 points of stability, which some pilots describe as being akin to comfortably leaning on crutches while a friend supports your back. It may seem complicated to manage all these engines at once, but many pilots master it in.
They did this through English language classes, patriotic exercises, and lessons on how to behave in white American society. When incarcerees were released, they were instructed to avoid returning to their own communities and cultural practices, and instead integrate into white society. But after decades of anti-Asian policies and propaganda, white Americans had to be persuaded that Japanese Americans were no longer a threat. So the government organized media coverage to transform the public perception of Japanese Americans from suspected traitors to an American success story. In fact,
but I speak in English, and most of those people don't speak English. So how can we translate what I'm saying into something that people can understand in their own language? Well, YouTube provides a very simple tool for doing this, and that is the subtitles. It can instantly translate subtitles into any language. It is absolutely brilliant. I'll show you how to do it. It's very, very simple. Let's make a start. This is a still from my film on the life of Van Gogh. If you wanted to...
Sharks is already inspiring the next generation of English shark artists, and where you too can go see them in their full sharkiness. But if you do want to see them, you better hurry while you can. See, sometime after the relocation, the Islington Boat Club told Antipavilion, "Look, you need to take your sharks back, mate." Why? We won't tell you. But why? And then the boat club ghosted Antipavilion, never to give a reason. What happened is unknown, but if one were to speculate, I have no legal stance here, please don't sue me, the boat club seems underdeveloped for the value.
I thought about it more and decided I was more interested in English, language, and learning in general. Now, I'm a linguist, a teacher, and a writer and host for YouTube shows like this one, in other words, for PBS Digital Studios. Is this where I pictured myself after college? Nope. Am I having a great time? Yup. I didn't specifically go to college for this career, but it did prep me in ways no one could have expected. Worth it. We know that there are barriers to pursuing higher education. That's why we're here to help you navigate them. Whether you're intimidated by the process of applying to your dream school, or you're already a college student unsure what resources are available to you, or you're thinking about returning
cells and learns to write, leaving messages in English that can be read but not understood. This organism has its own logic, and this logic can only be grasped by human investigators through direct experience with the entity itself. The novel suggests